Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam UiTM di hatiku. Welcome to traditional game for all staff and student of UiTM Seremban 3.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. So, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Kristina Syaira binti Syafrazi and I'm one of your presenter for today.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alif Syamul bin Muhammad Syukri and I was your presenter today.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hamid Haikal bin Muhammad Khairi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nur Hafizah binti Yamal as the presenter. Before we start this game, I would like to describe the introduction of this traditional game event. Traditional games are a cultural symbol of society. It was introduced by the ancestors long ago and passed down from the first generation to the present generation. These traditional games are still played to this day. Example of games that are still played are tops, congkak, teng-teng, marbles, and so on. We organize 3 types of game, namely galah panjang, baling slipper, dan sepak bulu ayam. I brief explain how to win this game. First, the galah panjang game must be determined by 4 players who must pass the last line guarded by the line keeper. Second, the game of baling slipper is determined by which group success in building a pyramid of slippers without other slippers not being thrown by the other group against it. Third, the sepak bulu ayam game was determined by the group which hit the feathers so as to gain more than 5 points and the feathers did not fall directly to the ground. This traditional game trains students in the field of sport management. It also provides experience and guidance to each student in the field of sport management in order to be prepared in the future. At the same time, this traditional game to rise the culture of the traditional game so as not to become obsolete. Thank you from me about introduction this event.
I am super excited to tell you guys about the details of the event. It will be held on 9 September 2021. The venue of the event is in UiTM Seremban 3 field. The fee is very cheap. Like, you guys don't have to worry about it because it's just only around RM5 per team. The event will be from 8 AM to 12 PM. The winner of each category will get a hamper worth RM50. So, does anyone have any questions? If we don't have any question, we can just proceed to the next slide. So, as you guys can see, type of activities for each category. The first one is galah panjang, student versus student. The second one is baling slipper, staff versus staff. And the third one is sepak bulu ayam, student plus staff versus student plus staff.
Hi, today I'm gonna talk about procedure of this event. First of all participants and spectators will be checked for their temperature. They also must scan for My Sejahtera code in front of registration counter. Next, competition participants are required to register according to their categories provided at the registration counter, with their group members consisting of 5 people and 2 of them are women. Next, participants are required to wear appropriate clothing to perform physical activity and not allowed to wear any accessory to avoid injuries to participants. After After that, the participant will be given a briefing to remind them to fair play and not hurt each other. There will also be briefed on the rules of the games and how to play so that things do not happen will result them being eliminated for the games. After the end of briefing session, participants will be asked to make a draw determine to turn off each group. Upon the completion of the games, participants will be gathered for a prize giving session for each group that wins the games at the end of these events. Thank you.
Thank you for previous presenter Amir, and now I would like to tell how to play the games. So the first game is a galah panjang. So the first thing, a long pole ring is cast on the field with floor, and the length and width of the long pole measure approximately 9 meters times 6 meters according to the area of the field. So secondly, the leaders of both group will play a coin toss to determine the keeper of the court and the player of the court. After that, the group guarding the court will guard the court by stepping on the drawn line. So, the group leader will guard the back line. After that, the group that enter the court will gather in front. Then the leader will shake his hand with the opponent and games on. The guard will guard his area so that the intruders do not cross the line he is guarding. The runner will travel until he crosses the last line without being touched or turned off of the court guard. Victory is achieved when 4 members of the runner successfully cross the last line or the keeper manage to kill 3 members of the runner. The game will be played in a knockout round. So the losing group will be swept with the next group and the winning will continue the game. Lastly, the game will continue until the last group and is crowned the winner of the game. And the second game is baling slipper. The slipper throwing area is cast in the field with floor. The length and width of the slipper throwing area measure approximately 9 meters times 6 meters according to the area of the field. Secondly, the leaders of both group will play a coin toss to determine the attacking players and the defending players. So, 3 players should be stacked in a line, and the attacking group has to drop a stack of slippers with the slippers provide. If the first person fail, the second person will throw and so on until they manage to drop the slippers. A bowler is only given the opportunity to throw a slipper 3 times, and if not successful, the person is considered out. If all the slippers are successfully dropped, the defending group is required to make a throw to the attacking group using the slippers thrown by the attackers. And the attacking group mission is to rearrange the slippers back to a standing position. The defending group need to control and prevent the attacking group from stacking the slippers. And the defending group members who hold slippers to be thrown to the attacking group are not allowed to move and must throw them first before moving. If all members of the attacking group have been turned off before the slippers are stacked, point will be awarded to the defending group. If the attacking group manage to stack the slippers before all members are turned off, point will be awarded to the attacking group. And the game will be played in a knockout round, so the losing group will be swapped with the next group and the winning group will continue to play. And the game continues until the last group and is crowned the winner of the game. The third game is sepak bulu ayam. The playing area will be done in a circle by both group, and the leaders of the both group will play a coin toss to determine who start it first. The arrangement of members in a circle must be alternating. So players are required to wave the chicken feeder's ball using the heel edge of the foot, meaning the edge of the inner foot only, or also with the knee. Kicks are not allowed. If done by a player, it is considered out and the next player turn takes over. The player is also considered out if the ball fall to the ground. So, points are count by the way the player must weigh and send the ball to all players. Players who fail to connect the scales or receive a pass, points will be awarded to the members of the opposing team. Each group must earn the previous 5 points to win the games. So the game will be played in a knockout round. The losing group will be swapped with the next group and the winning group will continue to play. The game continues until the last group and is crowned the winner of the team.
Now, audience, this is our traditional game poster. And this poster has information for our sport participants to get involved in the event. Next, this is our banner for this event. This is our invitation card. This is tentative program, main event, from 8 a.m. to 8:13 a.m. The start of registration and briefing, from 8:13 a.m. to 9:13 a.m. The start of the long volley game, kalah panjang, from 9:13 a.m. to 10:13 a.m. The start of the slipper throwing game, baling slipper, from 10:30 a.m. to 11:13 a.m. The start of the chicken feeders football game, sepak bulu ayam. The last from 11:13 a.m. to 12:13 a.m. The start of the prize giving ceremony. Thank you from me.
For the conclusion, the games provided are very interesting and suitable to be played by students and staff. As a safety measure, we have prepared 10 volunteers consisting of recreational sports time, management student and accompanied by 2 staff who will manage in case of an accident of the players during the program. Other than that, we from the management will provide a filming session at the end of the program to make a report to UiTM. So hopefully this program can go well and there will be no problem in the future. I wish for this program may be able to further preserve traditional game to the next generation so that the younger generation can recognize the type of the traditional game and how to play the traditional games. And now we go to Q&A session. Let's go.